One of the most difficult things about the times that we live in is our lives kind of got stopped midway. Um, I especially feel for younger people who have lots of dreams and hopes for the future. But I'm going to address that in this video a little bit. What I mean by our lives got stopped midway is when I finally got sober, completely sober, 15 years ago, and when I finally came to Jesus, which happened later, although those first 15 years, it was all, one step at a time and a growing process. But I had yet not found Jesus. That came actually 3.5 years ago. But what happened is when I got sober, I started to plan. I got a job. I mean, I had jobs before that, but I mean, I got a job and I got an apartment. I had a lot of help from my parents too. I couldn't have done it without them. Um, in fact, they had a Cadillac, a 19. What year was it? I forget the year. Anyway, it was a Coupe de Ville, and they pretty much let me have it, as long as I took good care of it, which I did. But so I started to build a life. Let's say put it like that. And I started to make friends, and I started to have dreams again. Because of alcohol, all the dreams just went down the toilet. I just saw a comment come up on the top of my phone. Please explain, which is a real distraction. Someone's going to want me to explain something. Okay. But anyway, so I started to have dreams. I started to have plans and live a little bit in the future. And when I was younger, I knew what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a writer. I did. And I told my parents, and I especially told my mother, because she had some writing skills, and later she would develop those. And she wrote several children's books, and a wonderful book about the year that my father was in Vietnam. And it's a good read. It really is. But so I thought she'd understand. And but see, being a writer just isn't financially practical. You could, well, that can be a hobby, but I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to make a career of it. That was my dream. But I put that on the back burner, and I ended up finally going to the University of Pittsburgh. I graduated high school in Virginia, Loudoun County High, and then I went later on. After community college, I went to Pitt, and there I studied literature and history, dual major. But see, none of these things were going to prepare me for making this. See, that's what it's all about in this country. I've addressed that over and over. The idea of someone just being a writer, crazy stuff, crazy talk. So anyway, I had numerous jobs and some opportunities that came up that I should have taken and I didn't. But in any case, the dream of being a writer got put on the back burner. And so when I got sober, I thought, well, why not give it a shot? And the problem was the job I had was so grueling and demanding, physically demanding, that I didn't have the energy for anything but the job. It took over, as often is the case. So it was put on hold again. So now the reason it's on hold, although I do write some, I write a little, but there's just no time. The time goes so quickly, and there's other priorities that have to be taken care of again. So the idea of writing actual books, which was the dream, novels, books, stories, I've got hundreds of ideas written down. journals, all that kind of thing. That got put on hold again. It's on hold again because this world is insane. This world is the exact opposite of what it should be, and it's just impossible to think beyond, even for me, beyond today, but for most people beyond the next 6 months because of all the horrendous things happening. So I'm not the only one that had dreams, goals, that talents that I wanted to use, and now I want to, of course, use them for him, for his sake, and I do whenever I can. But the thing is, the idea of actually becoming a real writer, published writer, having my books published and seeing my name in print, no, that's not for this world. That's what I'm addressing. The devil's taken a lot from us. He's stolen so much, with his lies and deceptions and cunning. Not just for me, but for most people. He's destroyed families. He's still destroying families. He's a wrecking ball. He was a liar and a murderer from the very beginning, and he won't stop. He's working double time, triple time, and we despise it because we are children of the light. And he is the very antithesis of all that we stand for. I can't even think about it too much. It makes me sick. But the bottom line is he took it all away, And he's still taking it away, because when I do feel like, okay, today I'm going to do something, I'm going to do some writing, I feel sick and I get spiritual attacks. Keep them down. Keep them down. That's what they want to do. Keep us down. And for a while, like I've said, we're like prisoners of war. But that time is coming to an end. That's why I'm going to end this on a very positive note. For you young people out there, did you listen to this channel? Your dreams will be fulfilled, but they won't be fulfilled in the world as it is now. This world is history. They will be fulfilled on the new earth that's coming in a way you could not imagine. And those of you that have had everything, I had my pets stolen from me. I had people just say pets, but these were my companions. They were very close to me. A bunny and a rabbit. They were so sweet, and they were both what do you call it? Strays. Yeah, I took them in, and the thing is, they were killed by fear. They were killed by evil spirits. I know. I saw my rabbit die right in front of me. She was terrified, and there was nothing. I could see nothing. It's the most horrific thing I could experience in my life that I can remember. Seeing this poor little helpless bunny terrified by what I knew was an evil spirit, because the temperature in the room had gone up suddenly, and there was this oppression, and I knew I couldn't do a thing about it. They killed her. People might laugh at that. I don't care. You can laugh all you want. I know what happened. My dog was a little bit different, but she died suddenly too. But this is just the tip of the iceberg of what they've stolen and what will be returned to us one way or the other, threefold, if we stay faithful. So that's why I'm ending this on a very positive note. This is what I wanted to do a video about. This world is over. Don't invest in it. Don't. And you young people out there, don't invest in it either. Have hope in the world to come, because it's coming, and it's coming quick. I think it's coming a lot quicker than most people believe, because this sick, diseased, corrupt, misguided, deluded world has had its day. And it's the end of an era. We are looking forward to a new era, an era of peace, over which Christ will reign. So have hope, is what I'm saying. Don't live for this world. Have hope in what's coming, because it's going to be glorious, and it's going to make this world look like just a vapor and a speck of dust.